are clammy, and my ability to form a complete sentence or even one intelligible word has suddenly and magically disappeared. "You're all set," he says to the kid next to me, who I'm guessing is a freshman from the baby face and the peach fuzz on his chin. "Just show that transfer slip to your psych professor." "Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I don't know what I was thinking signing up for organic chemistry first semester." "Anytime. That's what we're here for." The kid leaves, and hot work-study guy turns those eyes on me. "Can I help you?" "I have a problem," I say, trying to sound polite and professional, not hostile or horny. "With my class schedule." "That's what they all say, but it's almost always user error." He leans against the counter and looks at me like I'm smoking something funny. "I need to see that if you want my help." He nods at my schedule, which I'm still clutching like it's one of Willy Wonka's goddamn golden tickets. Right." I hand it over, and he studies it for a second before he turns to the computer on the counter next to him and starts two-finger typing. "Nope," he says after a minute, handing the schedule back to me. "No mistake." There has to be. I never signed up for a class called... I glance down at the paper that's back in my hand. Improv 101? I don't even know what improv is. It's short for improvisation. It's a form of live theater where the plot, characters, and dialogue are made up in the moment, hot work-study guy explains. Okay, now I'm 100% positive I didn't register for that class. There's no way in hell I'd voluntarily do any kind of theater, especially not something where I'm not sure what's happening from one minute to the next. I'll save my performing for the ice, where the only things that come flying at me are pucks and the occasional defenseman. Those I know how to handle. Hot work study guy taps the computer screen, which apparently holds the secrets of the universe. "You got put in there because your first choice for your arts and humanities elective was full, as was your second choice, and your third. Isn't there anything else I can take? An English class, maybe? Or philosophy? Hell, I'd even settle for public speaking. At least there I'd be reciting stuff I prepared in advance." He taps a few more keys, then shakes his head. "Nope, the only other classes that would work with the rest of your schedule are filled up." "What about that psych class the guy who just left transferred into?" "He got the last spot. Sorry." Hot work study guy says, clearly not one fucking bit remorseful. Fuck, being a transfer student sucks. Not only do I have to try to fit in at a new school, on a new team, I get last pick of classes, leaving me with crap like improv. I almost had the same problem with housing until a spot opened up for me in the hockey house where most of the team lives. "Fine, I'll just drop it then." "You could do that," hot work study guy agrees. "But then you'd be 3 credits shy of full-time enrollment, which means you can kiss any scholarships you've got goodbye." "Fuck." This time I say it out loud, making hot work study guy smirk, which unfortunately doesn't make him any less attractive. He's got the whole edgy bad boy thing going for him, a look that's enhanced by the shiny silver hoop through the top of his left ear. Damn it, why do I always go for the bad boys? Chase was a bad boy too. If fighting were allowed in college hockey, he'd have spent more time in the penalty box than on the ice. Once, just once, I wish my dick would stand at attention for a guy with a military-style haircut and wearing a V-neck sweater, perfectly pressed khakis, and topsiders. "What have you got against improv?" hot work study guy asks, snapping me back to my present problem. "Nothing." I shove my schedule back in my backpack. "For other people." I get it. Can a smirk get smirkier? If so, his does. "You've got performance anxiety." My dirty mind immediately goes to the bedroom where I'm fairly confident in my abilities. Performance anxiety? You can't stand the thought of getting up on stage in front of everyone. Oh, right. That kind of performance anxiety. Can't argue with him there. So I do a 180 and dodge.